Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. I call to order the Wednesday, June 26th Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. May I have a roll call, please?
Darrell, I.
Michael, I.
Lynn, aye.
Amanda, I.
And Jeff is absent tonight. And Eric is absent tonight. Thank you. Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Has everybody read tonight's agenda? Are there any changes or corrections? May I have a motion, please?
I make a motion to approve tonight's agenda of June 26,
May I have a
2020.
second?
I second.
Motion by Amanda, second by Michael, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approval of the minutes, June 12th. 2024. Does anybody have anything? I do not.
I do not.
I do not.
May I have a motion to approve
I make a motion we accept the minutes as presented to us tonight.
of June 12th?
Pardon?
Of June 12th.
Oh, yeah, that, yeah.
May I have a vote, please? I need a second. Oh, second.
Second.
Motion by Darrell, second by Amanda, all in favor.
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody have any It's the babies. There's a lot of baby magpies right now. They'll get better. Declaration of conflicts of interest. Anybody?
No, not for tonight.
No. Public comment. Are there any citizens who have something to say on tonight that is not on tonight's agenda? There's nobody currently here. Is there anybody on Zoom?
One person on Zoom, but no raised hands.
I close public comment. Special presentations, we have none. Design review and land use public hearing, 0030 Silver Star Trail, new single family residence. Madison?
So this is a 4-bedroom, 3,300 square foot single family home, which is measured to the midpoint of the roof at 27 feet, 11 1/4 inches. Parking is fine with 4 off-street spaces, 2 of them in the garage, which is allowed per the approved PUD guide. All setbacks are respected in the proposals under the allowable lot and impervious coverage limitations. As a point of note, there is a typo in the staff report which states that the required front setback is 0 feet when it should say 20 feet, but they do respect the 20 feet. They have more snow storage than is required by the code at 265 square feet, and staff has identified no issues and recommends approval of the plans.
Would you have anything to present, sir?
No, we'll answer any questions you may have.
And we'll open for public comment. Again, is there anybody on Zoom that wants to?
No raised hands.
Nobody in the audience? We'll close public comment and come to the commissions. Start with Amanda.
I have no questions.
I have no questions.
I have no questions.
I'm good.
I'm good. So shall we jump to the quick? May I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve 0030 Silver Star Trail.
May I have a second?
I second.
Is there any further discussion? No? All in favor, roll call vote, please.
Amanda here. Amanda, I.
Lynn, aye.
Michael, I.
Darrell, I.
Darrell, aye. We're gonna go for a winning timer on this meeting.
I know.
But you know why? Because you're so good at following our code. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then go to the next one. What is it? Is the next one 0003? Next, we have 0003 Mile Inns Lane.
So this is a 2-bedroom, 3,512 square foot single family home measured to the midpoint of the roof at 27 feet 11 inches. Staff did note that there is an office that could be turned into a bedroom, making this potentially a 3-bedroom house. Parking is adequate with 4 off-street spaces, 2 of them in the garage, which is allowed. All setbacks are respected, and the proposal is under the allowable lot and impervious coverage limitations. They have more snow storage than is required by the code at 517 square feet. Staff has identified no issues and recommends approval of the plans.
Thank you. Is there any conversation from the applicant? No. Is there anybody in opening for public comment? No one in the room. Anybody on Zoom?
Have no raised hands on Zoom.
We'll come to close public comment. Come to the commission. Anybody? Amanda?
The only question I have for you, Madison, is if they did convert that bedroom over, they still have the correct number of parking spaces, just to
Right.
confirm that staff agreed.
So their PUD guide is a little bit different from our parking standards. So our parking standards are reliant on the number of bedrooms. Their PUD guide has just a base minimum parking required for theirs. So for the 6 smaller deed restricted lots, that's a minimum of 2 they have to provide regardless of number of bedrooms. And for all of the other lots, it's a minimum of 4 that they have to provide regardless of bedrooms.
Thank you for that clarification.
Thank you for asking that question. I have none. Michael?
None.
No, I don't have any.
With that, may I have a motion to approve?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the plans for 0003 Miles End Lane.
I
I'll
second.
second.
Motion by Michael, second by Daryl. May I have a roll call vote, please?
Amanda, I.
Lynn? Aye.
Michael, I.
Daryl, aye.
Number 2, down. Our quickest was a 25-minute meeting once. So.
And can you just restate that? So the ones that are like lots 34, I just want to make
34
sure.
through 39.
Okay, yeah, so 34 through.
Correct.
Okay, got it. All right, those are 2, and then everything else is
Is 4.
4.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. 0043 Mile Ends Lane.
This is a 4-bedroom, 4,900 square foot single-family home measured to the midpoint of the roof at 24 feet 10 and 5/8 inches, making this the shortest house so far. Staff did note that there is a flex room that could be turned into a bedroom, potentially making this a 5-bedroom house. Parking is fine with 4 off-street spaces, 2 in the garage, which is allowed. All setbacks are respected, and the proposal is under the allowable lot and impervious coverage limitations. They have more snow storage than is required by the code at 438 square feet. Staff has identified no issues and recommends approval of the plans.
Applicant have anything?
Only answering questions.
We'll open public comment. Nobody in the audience? Zoom?
I have no raised hands on there.
We'll close public comment. We'll take a motion to approve.
I make a motion to. I do have one question. So can you just restate that square footage?
438 square feet.
For the snow storage.
For snow storage or for what? For the building?
For the building.
It's 4,908 square feet.
So when I look at, so this is 43 Miles End Lane. So when I look at the page 83, can you just verify that I'm looking at the right?
Let me get there. They might have provided the net, or I always put in the gross square
Okay.
footage, which includes garage, mechanical rooms, anything like that. The application form, which states that it's 3,311 square feet, might be using not the garage or mechanical spaces or anything like that. So let me pull up the plans real quick.
I just want to make sure that we have this document fully accurate since that goes into the.
Absolutely. Oh, the application says the building footprint
Yep.
is 3,311, which is not the same as the,
Total
Square
square footage, so
footage,
it's
yes.
it's double high. Got it.
And what is the total
Essentially.
again, Madison?
I'm sorry,
What did you say the total was?
the total is,
4,300.
yes, 4,908.
4908.
Okay.
Good question, Amanda.
Thanks.
She hits a man.
She's on
That's
it.
why I'm
Okay,
always accurate.
back. May I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve 43 Miles End Lane, or 0043 Miles End Lane.
May I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion by Amanda, second by Daryl. Is there any further conversation? May I have a roll call vote, please?
Amanda, I.
Lynn, aye.
Michael, I.
Daryl, aye.
Okay. Next, final plan review for new home 0186 Miles End Lane.
So this is a 4-bedroom, 5,818 square foot single family home measured to the midpoint of the roof at 27 feet 9 5/8 inches. Parking is fine with 4 off-street spaces, 2 of which are in the garage, which is allowed per the approved PUD guide. All setbacks are respected in the proposals under the allowable lot and impervious coverage limitations, although staff would like to know that there is a 2.5 square foot of wiggle room, as the allowable impervious area is 4,129.49 square feet, and the proposed impervious area is 4,127 square feet. They have more snow storage than is required by the code at 349 square feet. Staff has identified one issue/item of note and recommends approval of the plans with a condition. On sheet C1, the plans show 2-tiered boulder retaining wall structures that are partially on Lot 7 and within Tract B. Because this structure is both on common property and private property, staff has requested the demonstration of a reciprocal construction and maintenance easement for the boulder wall. The developer has addressed this comment/request by drafting an encroachment agreement between the property owner and the HOA. Staff's recommended condition of approval is that the applicant shall provide an executed encroachment agreement for the boulder retaining wall on Lot 7 and Tract B prior to or concurrent with building permit application.
Applicant?
So that encroachment agreement is going back and forth between the two parties' attorneys right now and will be executed and recorded prior to us submitting for building permit.
We do not need to have that for tonight.
And is this,
Oh, no, go ahead. You're asking the applicant. You're okay.
well, no, we didn't open for we did open for public comment.
No,
No,
we're not
but you
yet.
can ask the applicant.
I can ask the question. Do you want me to ask it after a public?
No, go ahead.
So this, is this one of those units, it looks like that has that other MSI wall too?
Yes, so it transitions from the double boulder wall along the north side and goes to the MSE wall partially the way across. And part of it is the further you move west on this lot, the higher it gets. And we didn't want to do a single 8-foot tall wall, so we broke it into 2 tiers of boulder walls rather than doing the multiple tiers of the MSE. So the boulder walls actually will be more appealing look and we get more planting between them versus going with a single height wall. So.
Anybody else have any questions of the applicant?
Do we need to have the encroachment agreement before us?
We're gonna make that
That's
a
what I just-
condition.
Oh, I did. Okay.
I got a motion.
Michael's got it handled.
I got it.
Okay, so we'll open to public comment. There is nobody in the room. Is there anybody on Zoom? Nick?
Have no raised hands on Zoom.
With that, we'll close public comment. I will take a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve 186 Miles End Lane with the condition that the encroachment agreement on lots 7 and 8 be agreed upon and signed by all parties as part of the condition.
Anybody else?
I thought we had a condition on the MSE wall too, but maybe we did we have a condition on the MSE wall from with that other?
On 196, yes, because they hadn't addressed the layback distance, but they did address the layback distance on this plan set.
Thank you.
Yes.
I second Michael's motion.
Is there any further conversation? No? No? Daryl? Daryl?
No.
No? Okay. I saw you writing notes. I thought
Oh,
maybe you were
no.
trying to come up with something.
Thank you.
Or you were considering something.
I just want to clarify, it's an encroachment agreement on only lot 7, correct?
Oh, I'm sorry, Madison said lot 7 and 8 and that's why he
Lot
said,
7 and Tract B.
oh, I'm sorry,
That's right.
correction to lot 7 and track B.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Okay, so
I seconded.
Michael
his.
has a motion. Amanda seconded the motion. May I- And
Roll-
there's no further
Roll
conversation.
call.
May I have a roll call vote, please?
Amanda, I.
Lynn, aye.
Michael, aye.
Daryl, aye.
Darrell, aye. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll see
Please
you,
keep them this simple.
we'll see you at the next meeting for the next 5.
Yeah, my hearing is a lot of A, a lot of big.
It's okay, it's okay.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Have a good evening. You too.
Yes. I mean, this is the earliest.
It is. We're on record for a, what do they call that book that takes? Guinness World of Book Records.
We get stuff done here, Nancy.
Okay. We have planning department discussion direction items. Planning department report update.
So just one minor one, and I will give you a slight update, or well, I'll give you an update on a second one, but I'll officially do that in writing at the next meeting as well. So 291 Main Street, Rocky Mountain Taco, they applied to put essentially a place to hook your bikes to, and extend their front fence. A couple weeks ago, and that was approved by Scott on June 18th. And an excerpt from that plan was included in y'all's packet. And then the other one that was just approved yesterday was a sign permit for the Eagle River Inn. And so I'll have actual examples of that in the next packet so that you can see what signs were approved. But that was approved, as I said, yesterday.
I have a question. Is that their permanent
Yes.
sign? Because right now it's just one that you get a copy tied up with strings.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Because I was down
They have, I don't know what they have up today, but they have 3 permanent painted on the wall signs
Okay.
that they've applied for.
Great. Thank you.
I love the color of the building. I know we can't talk about color, but
You can talk about it.
You can
can't
talk
make a
about it, you just
decision
can't
about
make
it.
the decision.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up. Looks so cool.
I think when you drive into town, you see it a lot more, because you see it behind the trees.
Yeah.
It's contrast.
It's good, man.
Future meetings, July 10th, will everybody be here?
No planning commission comments?
Anybody, planning commission comments, anybody?
No, no,
We're going for the Guinness World Record, Madison.
I'll make a quick comment just because I have
And I have
something.
Okay.
Obviously, per our code, we're doing ILCs on everybody, right? The foundation framing, the heights, all that stuff. That's all I got.
I had more of a question because I'm the new person here and not familiar with all the stuff that you guys have seen earlier. But you know that there's that huge gas line going right in front of the whole operation there. How are they hooking up the sewer line and all that? They go
That's a Madison question.
they go underneath that gas line.
Yes,
Are they making it a sleeve so you can slide it through?
I believe so. That is Arnold's preference at least.
That's what because I'd hate to see our guys have to mess around with that gas line.
Oh, Arnold is trying his best to avoid having, if there's any kind of leak or anything that we have to go out and shut water off, do any kind of digging out there, that we don't have to have Excel standing there with us
Okay.
and coordinated, them to be out there all the time, that we're working around the high powered gas line. So I believe that it is his preference, and we'll obviously get more detail when we get the building permit sets, of how they're going to address it, is that there be a sleeve installed so that we can just slide things in and out.
If you sleeve it manhole each side, you have access.
Yeah.
Makes it easier, and then your sewer lines closer to 6 feet. Your gas is like 2, so
And it's much safer for our crews.
100%.
So that was my concern, and I didn't know how anything approved yet. Okay, that was all I got.
Right? I have a question. I went over there, took a walk today with the neighbor, just to walk, and looked at, we just stood sort of over by the Minturn townhomes. That big green area up front, is that the open space we acquired?
Yeah.
The whole thing, that's just 1 point some acres?
Yeah.
Less than 1 acre, if I remember.
In front of the townhomes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all ours.
It's ours. It's called Tract C. So we'll be bringing, Michelle will be bringing a discussion to council sometime in the future to kind of open the public conversation of what we should be doing with that Tract C, that land that's been dedicated to us. In fact, in the minutes that were just approved, I think it mentions it in her manager's report. Yes, it does. So, that
It just
is,
seemed bigger than I thought it was, so that was good for me to visualize. Thank you.
Oh, it's a big spot.
July 10th, 2024. Who is here and who is gone?
I'm here.
July 10th,
July 10th.
I'm here.
just a moment, please.
Yes, sir.
and just a heads up, I will be trying to get the packet out the 3rd instead of the 5th because I am taking the 4th and the 5th off. So y'all should hopefully be getting your packet 2 days early.
So we're here, so we don't know about Jeff.
Do not
Jeff
know
is
about Jeff or
question
Eric.
mark. And you will getting the packet when?
The third. They have a council meeting on the third, don't they?
They canceled it.
They canceled it.
Yeah, that's all I was like, I'm like, really? Nobody wants a meeting on the third.
Oh, is that, I think it
No
was,
one
don't they
wants a
have
meeting on the
fireworks in Avon or something?
Avon fireworks.
Everybody would-
Fireworks in Avon and there's concert at Ford.
Right.
Yeah.
They talked about moving it to Tuesday, but that's our Independence Day celebration. So yes, they just ended up canceling it. They've been working, they've had a lot on their agendas these last several months, so
It's
it
the
was
first
okay.
packet I didn't make it through was the last one.
It was okay for them to take a
I
break.
can read almost every packet, but every time on my computer, I get to like 436 scrolling and
Oh, yeah,
scrolling.
and it re-uploads.
And it would zap out about 5 times. I'm zapping out. I'm like, I've had
The
enough.
packet was 700 and some pages.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you think y'all's packets are long.
I think mine Ours are not long.
Oh, we've had them,
Yeah, we've had them, but that's
not regularly.
Yeah.
How about July 24th?
Oh, I should just close this.
I'll be
I'm
here.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Good.
I'm pretty sure I'm here. I think the state swim championships are spawning it or something, so I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm good till you get to September.
And we don't know Jeff question mark.
Or Eric.
Hey, Madison, I might not be available on the 24th.
Okay.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Hey, you guys.
I'm turning my back to you.
You've got eight minutes left until you can make this a half-hour meeting.
No,
We're gonna
no,
go
we're going to,
26 minutes, Scott.
we need a vote.
I make a motion to
Motion.
adjourn tonight's meeting of June 12th,
26.
2024.
May I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
That was our fastest meeting.
23 minutes. That's a record.
Getting